Hey guys, and welcome back to a new accumulation zone YouTube video. In today's video I will be going over the multi-time frame volume imbalance indicator that I have recently published for free for the whole community, trading community. Alright guys, so to add this indicator to your chart, you have to click onto the link in the video description box below. That's going to be the first link. And right here you want to see inside of this box here, you want to use the script on your chart, and you click on add this indicator to your favorites. That's the button you have to click because it's already added to my favorites. It's telling me now to remove the indicator from my favorite indicators list. But if you haven't added it to your favorite list yet, it will tell you to add to your favorite list. Alright guys, once you did that, all you have to do is to refresh your chart. You can simply click on duplicate or reload and then open your indicator section up, and you will see the MTF volume imbalance indicator by Ethernet. After doing this step, you click on it, adding it to the chart, and now we're going through all the settings step by step, so you're actually able to look at all the most recent volume imbalances here on your chart. If it's a 5-minute, hourly or daily or even monthly volume imbalance, you're able to plot them on your chart very easily. Alright guys, let's get started straight away. Let's get started with the settings of the multi-time frame volume imbalance indicator. So first of all, we see the general settings for the volume imbalances themselves, and I also have to mention for each settings there's a little information button right here. So you can simply hover over the information button for a little bit more details for each settings, but I will go over it again. So the first setting here is basically the time frame the volume imbalances should be drawn from. So first of all, we're going to start out with the 5-minute time frame, and we want to see the 5-minute volume imbalances. If you, for example, want to see 15-minute volume imbalances, you simply select on 15-minute volume imbalances, but I will cover the multi-time frame aspect of the indicator later. Alright guys, so the second setting is the volume imbalances displayed. So this is a setting how many volume imbalances are displayed. The minimum is 1, the maximum is 100. So if we up it to 100, we are going to display the most recent 100 volume imbalances. So we see all through the chart now, we have those small, tiny little volume imbalances. Right here, for example, here, there, here, all over the place. So if we go to the settings and we don't just want to see the volume imbalances until they are filled, basically, what we have to do is we have to enable this third checkbox here. And what this checkbox actually does is it's extending all the volume imbalances until the most recent candle. So if we select this, we see that all those volume imbalances are now being drawn out to our most recent candle. So you have to make sure to, if you want to see all the volume imbalances on your chart that are going on right now, for example, we can use the imbalance setting of 20 so we don't get that many volume imbalances. Now you only see the most recent 20 volume imbalances on your chart extended to the time right now. That's basically what that setting down here is for. So if I'm unchecking this checkbox, the volume imbalances won't be extended to the most recent candle. Alright, so the next general setting for the volume imbalances is basically the color setting. You can choose all the different colors you want. Basically, you can color them in red. And the input field right next to it is basically for the border thickness. So if we're going, for example, for 1, we will see that the volume imbalances now have borders around the box. By choosing the setting of 100, you're not going to be able to see any borders, and you're just going to see the plain background. So now we're through with all the volume imbalance general settings. Here we have the display settings. So basically all the display settings do is basically enable and disable the volume imbalances, and also the next setting would be to extend the volume imbalances. So if we disable this one, we only see the areas where the volume imbalances basically have been created. If we click on extend and we don't have extend all volume imbalances enabled, we are seeing the volume imbalances extended up until that time, until they filled. So for example here, we had this volume imbalance, the gap between this candle at 445 and the volume imbalance to the candle at 450. We see it hasn't been filled up until 545, where we wick through this volume imbalance, and that's where this volume imbalances end. So if you don't want to see the volume imbalances, if you want to extend them further out in time, all you have to do is click on extend all the volume imbalances right here, and now those volume imbalances are being continued throughout time until your most recent candle. Alright guys, so that's basically all the main settings of this indicator. And now the great thing that you're now able to do with this indicator is you can choose your time frame. So by simply selecting the 1 hour right here, you will see the 20 most recent hourly volume imbalances. And you can go through all those time frames here. Let's say, for example, you only want to see the weekly volume imbalances, the 20 most recent ones, and we get those ones right here. Those are our 20 most recent volume imbalances. For example here, look how it perfectly nailed the peak, the bottom right here. We have a new weekly volume imbalance forming right around this level as well. And we see how those areas generally act as support and resistance. We can also go over the monthly, but let's go over to the daily right now, because we get a little bit more volume imbalances there. And you just have to make sure that, for example, if some volume imbalances are missing, it's very likely because the max amount of volume imbalance displayed is too low. So if you set it to 100, you're gonna be seeing more volume imbalances. And also, if you're using the multi-time frame feature of the script, so let's say you're on a 5-minute time frame and you want to see daily volume imbalances, you have to make sure that this third checkbox here at the bottom to extend all the volume imbalances up until right now is enabled, because then you see all the daily volume imbalances. And look at this, how perfectly it nailed this peak, this bottom. It's great because now you don't have to draw all the volume imbalances on your chart and it's making it all messy. All you have to do is add this indicator to your favorites, add it to your chart, and then you can see all the volume imbalances from all different time frames. So for example, here we have 15-minute volume imbalances. Very interesting to see that grid. If you want to go for a higher time frame, let's say for example for the 1 hour time frame, now you're able to see all the hourly volume imbalances that generally act as support and resistance. If you want to learn more about volume imbalances, I can really recommend you to watch some of the master's live streams that he did, where he's explaining a little bit more about volume imbalances, or check out my live streams that I do regularly from Monday to Friday. Alright guys, that's basically everything for the multi-time frame volume imbalance indicator. Of course, if you have any questions, just send me a message on Discord or Telegram and I will do my best at answering those questions. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video, this quick tutorial of how to use the multi-time frame volume imbalance indicator. This is going to stay for free, so enjoy it and I will see you in the next video. Take care guys.